Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford-on-Bagley. We're back in the area of Old New Henford once again today, and we're on Old Mill Lane on the final ever cottage. Last time we made a start on the exterior itself to the cottage, and today we're getting into the interiors by furnishing up the main living area and also the kitchen and dining room. So let's get into game and get it done. Happy Friday, my darlings, and welcome back to Let's Build. Well, here we are. Here we are, back on Old Mill Lane, my dears. And we're back on this beautiful, rather overgrown little cottage. A few little changes I've initiated while I've been off of camera. The shutters, I did forget to put them on last time. And I was going to do this anyway, but one of you had the same idea as well, making a few of them just look like they're kind of like hanging on for dear life. I did another one around this side here as well. What else did I do? Oh, one of you said to put a barbecue in here. That's kind of slanted. I did that, and all of the neighbours like to use that barbecue now for some reason. I have no idea why, but they like to come here and use a slanted barbecue, and it looks very strange, them grilling on that. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out what I can do there to stop them from using that decorative barbecue. What else did I do? I also moved the swing set from here, and I've put it behind here instead now, just because I want both the kids to kind of have use of that, really. So I've moved that. What else have I done here? Nothing in this room, I don't think. I don't know if you can see. No, nothing there. So we're into the interiors today. We are. I have done a few other little bits, but I just can't remember what I've done. Let me think. One of you also said like he's a friend of like the critters and the animals. So why not put like a little food bowl out the front garden? Out the back garden. I love that idea. I've also put a bench here, and there were several of you that wanted animals on this lot, but because of the horrible landlord with these particular houses in question, one of the rules is no pets, so then none of them are allowed pets, much to Malcolm's disappointment. He would have loved a dog, he really would have. I'm going to change that one now. One of you also said to change the windows back here for the same ones that were on the front. That was such a good idea. I completely derped out and didn't do that, so I've done that too. I'm going to pop you right underneath of that one. Is that going to be okay in there? I might actually do two here, actually. I'm going to do one there, one there. In fact, I need to make them side by side like this. There we go. Lovely job. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's perfect. And also, you'd be pleased to know that these grassy bits here do not affect the root through anything. The Sims just walk straight over them. So we're all good on that front too. And they can even walk in this grass as well. This grass, they're using that wonky barbecue for a start. Yes, they are indeed. So we are here. This is what we're going to be cracking on with today, is the living room area and also the kitchen and dining. This door might change. I don't really know where I want to put this door just yet. I'm going to start on the build itself and then see what we can fit in here, build wise. So this is going to be very overcluttered. It's a hoarder kind of house situation. I don't want it to be dirty. I really don't. I still think he's got an attractive little house. I do. It's just piles and piles of stuff that is just too sad to clean up, really, because of the passing of his wonderful, wonderful husband. So we're going to start off with the living room. We need a fireplace. I don't really know what fireplace to put in here. I would love some kind of like brick fireplace, maybe. I just feel these are going to take up way too much room in here. I do like that in here, though. That looks really good, especially if we darkened it down to kind of match in with the brick tone at the back there. That looks great. That fits on there perfectly, actually. Yes, we're going to do that. And what we're also going to do is put up some ceiling textures, because I've not done that in here yet. So I am going to whiffle these all the way around. We're going to go for the darker one in this lot. Flop it all the way around to there like this. Yeah, let me see this, please. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, I like that fireplace. We're going to keep it. We are. I do see him as a bit of a TV watcher, though. I'm going to get a TV up there. I'll get a TV up there, don't you worry. So, first things first, curtains. Let's flop in a pair of curtains. The ones that are niggling in the back of my head are these ones here, because they fit on that bay window amazingly. I actually really like that colour in here, but I'm just going to see if there's any other colours. I think maybe going down the route of going a bit more green with it, to be honest. Or even just going a bit more plainer and having the green kind of like tartan. Yeah, that's the vibe right there. That is the chickadee-boo vibe. Okay, so I'm thinking small little living room here. I'll put like a... I don't know if I want to get a sofa in here. I think to play around with the storyline, there was another one of you that said, why don't you do 2 armchairs? And one of the armchairs was his partner's and he's not moved it in like a very long time. Why is this one so sad? You know, Malcolm wouldn't want us to be sad, loves. He would want us to feel joy, and he would want us to know how lucky he was to have somebody who he loved. Watch us all crying by the end of this episode. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 2 armchairs instead of a sofa. I don't think I want to do this color here. Why did I say that so weird? I think I might do 2 different ones. I think I'm going to... What's this color look like? That one's actually quite cute. A little bit of a texture on it. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm going to use the one that he always uses. So for this one here, this was his partner's chair. He used to come in after a little day out, or even an evening at the pub and get cozy in front of the fire. And I reckon he still comes in here and sits down and holds onto the arm of the chair. Not today, please. Not today. We don't want any tears today, thank you. Maybe I'll go for one of these as well. Mix it up a little bit, you know? Yeah. Maybe Malcolm's got a bit of a bad knee, so we needed a bit more of a higher chair than Stephen. Stephen is his... I had to think then. What would his partner have been called? His partner was called Stephen. Poor Steve, you know? We'll find out what happens, don't you worry. We'll get to the bottom of it. I think I'm going to go for the brown one. Oh, it's like Op, isn't it? Oh my god. Every time I hear that bloody song from Op, I'm a mess. I'm an absolute mess. That's probably the Disney film that I've cried on the most, actually, is Op. I really do think it is. And I only watched Coco very recently as well. I've not watched it. I didn't watch it when it was first released and stuff, and I watched it maybe last year. I was sobbing at that as well. When he was singing that song, oh my god. Yeah, I was gone. I was a mess. Yeah, it was a beautiful film, that was. It really was. I would like to see some more animated stuff from Disney, as in like proper hand-drawn animation again, you know, rather than all of the 3D stuff that they're doing now with Pixar. I would like to see some, and the fucking live action shit. I really hate all the live action stuff, minus Aladdin. Really liked Aladdin. I thought that was a good one. But the others can, yeah, do one. I moved the fireplace along because I think we could fit in a bookcase over on this side just to make it look a little bit more cozy, a little bit more cluttered. So let's do that. Let's find a nice bookcase to fit in this side. I'm going to go for the Basement Treasures bookcase, but I hate that this has a big gap down here. So I'm going to use the book nook a bit and just put it in at the bottom like that. So it just looks like a bit more of a chunky unit. I know I could have used the modular stuff, but I just like the look of that for some reason. I think it works quite nicely. Yes, I'm feeling that. Okay, so as I said, I do want to get a TV in here. I don't see him having the biggest flat screen, but I'm going to give him something like this. And I want... Oh, that's going to be so bloody high. I'm going to try it anyway. I think this might not fit on this properly. Yeah, it floats slightly. Bastard. So I'm going to flop you up here anyway. I'll put it in that kind of orientation there. And I want some other knickknacks and stuff at the top here too. Let's bring out a few more things just to litter up this wall area. Okay, so a couple of dusty knickknacks up on the mantle here. We're going to pretend that this may be their dog. This is their dog's ashes. I've got a really similar box like that for Blue's ashes as well. So kind of like that storyline for there. And we've got lots of bits to put around here just to fill up this space and tell a bit more of a story. So... a little bit of a wonky rug going on there. I'm going to do a little post-it note. This is when Malcolm watches like cooking shows and stuff and he gets ideas, so he writes it down and post-it notes. We've got a mug. This was Stephen's mug that Malcolm does not want to clean away, so he's kept his mug right where he was. Why is this so sad? It's literally pixels, Aiden, but honestly, this is very, very sad. I'm going to flop a clock up to there like that. And I'm also going to do some trophies up here. I reckon maybe Malcolm was a bit of a good, I don't know, maybe he was like a racing car driver or something back in the day. I don't know why that came to my head then. But maybe he used to drive racing cars back when he was like in his 20s. And used to win like kind of county sort of like competitions with it. There we go. There's the storyline for you there. Lovely. Some pictures. Maybe this was like, maybe that was Malcolm's mum. Maybe this could have been Malcolm and Stephen when they were younger with one of their friends. Who knows? Storylines, darlings. I'm going to pull in this chair here, complete with a little telephone that I've popped on top of it as well. And I also pulled in some board games and put them up on top of that shelf there. I did have to size them down, but they fit in there perfectly now. Stunning. Another little table here. What did I put on top of there? I think it was just boxes, wasn't it? Yeah, just boxes. Clutter, boxes, all of that good stuff. I'm going to be putting a few cobwebs around here and there as well. So towards the back of the sofa, I did bring in this little box here. I reckon this could have been like with mementos or just like storage plopped in there. I'm going to do some vinyls down here because I'm going to be putting a record player across here. Why is it so laggy? Every time I put something down, it lags out for some reason. Am I bloody like video recording or something now? You know when you hit V and you lose all your frames? Hate that. Where did I put you? I don't know where. In fact, I think I put you down here. No, I didn't. No, you were down here in front of here like that, just to make that look a little bit more cluttered. I put some more board games down here. Maybe they were really fans of board games. Used to play it in front of the fireplace. So I'm going to pop it right down the front, around about here. Beautiful. And then I also pulled in a lamp and stuff as well. But that feels cluttered to me. That just feels like it tells a little bit of a story. We are going to be getting Stephen's urn. I will do that, but I don't know whether to. I don't know whether to put him in the churchyard or keep him in the house. I think I'm going to keep him in the house. I don't think that Malcolm's going to be ready to get rid of him just yet, you know? So I think that's what I'm going to do. Everyday clutter. Let's get some cobwebs on the go. Let's do some of these up here like that. Beautiful. And maybe a little floor one down in the corner. No, oh no, that's not the floor one, Aiden. That one is. Yeah, let's do the floor one down in the corner down there. So it kind of looks like those board games are untouched. Yes. See how much stuff you can get in one little space. I'm going to pull that in a little bit further just in case they can't get through there. Honestly, if I put something down and I try to move, what the hell is that about? Honestly, no idea. Absolute no idea why it's doing that. So in here, I want more storage. So I'm thinking about getting in one of the, I've got one in my head. I tend to use this a lot in my kind of dated sort of like cluttered places, but I just think it works really well. It's this one here. Not in that colour though. Can we go a bit better than that? I always forget the tones on this one. They're just a little bit off. That one's perfect. Forget I said a thing. I'm going to flop you over into the corner like this. Yes. Okay. And I think we should get more like clutter pieces around it as well. I think we can do that definitely. And then I want a little record player. I reckon he doesn't play music very much anymore either. He's kind of like lost his love for music because that was their big love together. A bit of music, a bit of dancing. They used to dance around the living room together. This is so sad. Not Aiden getting emotional over Sims. Honestly, get your shit together, Carol. For goodness sake. Right. I want more clutter here. I do. So I think I need to go in and pull out a variety of other objects as well. Again, to bring some storylines into this place too. Okay, here we go. So, we're going to put up some pictures right above where the record player is. What you do about there? I don't mind that the curtain covers them. It kind of adds a little bit of clutterness to that area and I like it. I'm hoping that this won't stop Sims from walking through here from the gap that I can see. I think it's going to be okay. I might just shuffle this in just a little bit more just in case. Just to leave a little bit more of a gap there. They should be able to get through there, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Now, what annoys me with this part here, this object here, like, you would think, oh, a snap point right in there. No, there's no snap point there. They've put a snap point above it. Why can't we have both? That's exactly the same size there, for goodness sake. So I'm going to have to manually put up some books up here, I think. And I think this is going to float. Of course it is. I'm going to flop you into there, though. And I'll bring you down in just a second. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, let's just do it now. Why not? You know, we're here. I'm going to say a 0.05 minus 0.05. Hope for the best. There we go. It's stunning. Beautiful. Yes. Okay. Pride flag. This was the pride that they went to in London in the 80s. One of those first prides. And I'm going to say that Stephen was Welsh. And if you've ever watched the film Pride, which is an amazing film, it's a true story, about when the miners come and helped out the queer community by marching with them at Pride. I'd love that film. It's probably one of the best gay films out there as far as I'm concerned. I reckon Kenneth was from Wales and maybe he had something to do with that. Maybe he did a lot of like... Did I say Kenneth then? I meant Stephen. Kenneth. Kenneth's a good name though. We're going to stick with Stephen though. I think Stephen had something to do with that. So that was the first pride flag from their first march, you know? Maybe that's how they met, actually. Maybe they met at a pride march. Oh, I'm kind of vibing with that idea. Oh, I am kind of vibing with that idea. We're going to go with that. They met at a pride march in London. Very much feeling that. Yes, I'm indeed. Yes, and then a little rug underneath of here as well. Just to add in a little bit more clutterness. And you can obviously see I put a desk in. A desk with an old desktop and stuff on it. And I think that's going to suffice in there quite nicely. That feels cluttered. I also put a plant in the bay window as well. And I reckon this was Stephen's plant. And he keeps it alive. His pride and joy. Yes, the end. What a lovely story. Right, there we go. I've put up a mirror here. With all the cluttered kind of like canvases and stuff in front of it. And I think down here what I'm going to do is add in an old armchair. Maybe even you would fit in here quite nicely. I wonder if I could change the swatches on this though. Yeah, let's go for that pinky tone. That's better, yes. I'll flop you to there, but then what I'm also going to do is maybe just put some bits and bobs on top of the sofa, on top of the chair, just so it doesn't look like it gets used much, you know, just another place to dump things down on. Oh, even like some, oh, that's a good object. That's a really good object. Can we put that in here somewhere? There we go. I'm going to pop you there next to the little coin dish. There we are. Beautiful. Yeah, some letters would be great. Here they are, look. Yes. I'm wondering if this is going to fit up on here, though. Yeah, that's fine. I can make them overlap as well. That's absolutely fine, too. Oh, I'm feeling that. Yes, I am. And I think what I want to do down here is add in some shoes and something into this corner area here. I might even just do a shoe rack, you know. Yeah, I'm going to slot in a shoe rack into that area like that. Yeah, I think so. In fact, I'm going to push you up a little bit further. Yes. Just something like that, you know. Yeah, beautiful. Ah, stunning. I love how it's just this cluttered mess and I'm like, stunning. So kitchen-wise, I don't think this place is dirty. It's just very over-cluttered. He still tries to keep it clean here and there. But everything is obviously going to be very dated. So what kitchen shall we go for in here? I think this one here, just because it looks a little bit sort of like worse for wear. Let's do that. I'm going to put the oven in the middle there. Pop the two corner pieces in. Stunning. Pop you to there. Fridge is going to go on that side. And then I think I'll just carry this down. Not all the way. I think I'm going to go to here and then put an end piece on here. And then I can put a bin next to it as well. Yeah, I do need to get the sink in though. Here she be. Let's get you into there. That does cover up the window. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like how it does that. I'm going to move you to here instead then. Flop you there. In fact, what I'm going to do is end that there. Sorry, I keep booping my mic with my fingers. So you'll have to excuse me if you get those noises in your ears. Yeah, that's going to do. That will do. I think we should do an old style, kind of like rangy looking thing like this. Let's get you in there. I'm going to stick with that colour as well. Kind of plain, but I'm feeling it. And I think like an old looking like Smeg fridge. Maybe we'll go for a bit more of a colour with this. Not green. Let's go for a blue. Yes. And then I'm going to flop that into place. And I do feel like getting some cupboards in this room would work as well. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use those same cupboards and get them in. I always forget it's this horrible one, but I'm going to do it anyway. Should I do some blue cupboards? No. Let's stick with what we've got. Let's go all the way up to there, please. Let's do. I hate that that's a dish rack. I know I moan about that every time, but you know, why not? Let's get you into there and let's crack on over here. Also, I checked out the actual build mode. Well, I didn't check out. I was watching Emma Nicole, the lovely Emma Nicole. She's a darling. I've met her in real life. She's such a lovely human. I watched her build mode stuff for Inzoi. I just keep getting more and more impressed, loves. I really do. I'm so excited. I'm going to try and email them and see if I can get some early access, because I would love to create some videos for you in that. I really would. The build mode just looked so exciting. It really does. So be on the looks out. Hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit of early access to it or something. Who knows? Let's see. I'm going to move this door, I think. I'm going to put the door around there just so we've got a bit more room for a table in here. Which in turn is going to make me have to move this, but I'm fine with that. That's fine. Let's get some mushrooms. I'm going to shrink down the mushrooms and make them grow out of the vent, or at least by the vent. Round about there. That's a bit too small. Let's get them up. Oh, very nice little touch. And a table here as well. So I'm feeling maybe a rounder table with a tablecloth. I think that would work out. And I think I'm going to use these chairs in here. Let me see this. Yeah, I'm going to use the darker brown chairs. Can I get 4 in here? I think not. No, I think what I'm going to have to do is pull that into there. Do it like that. That's fine. That's fine. That's doing something. And I might even get those same curtains in here, you know, and size them down. Size them down. I'm going to have to move them down with the tool mod. They're not going to move down. Yeah, there we go. 0.5. Move them down rather nicely. So we've got everything in here for a working kitchen. So what I need to do now is litter, or get loads of stuff out to litter this place in more trinkety bits and messy moments. I'm going to pull you in even further, actually. I'm going to take you right into there. Okay. A menagerie of beautiful things. I pulled out a kettle and also a pressure cooker too. We're going to start over this side. A little bread bin that I reckon one of the girls painted for him. A little just moment of trinkety bits in case they had a barbecue at some point, you know. He loves his tea, so I'm going to bring him out a nice little tea set at the back there. Lots of different teas and whatnot. I forgot where else I put everything here, so we're just going to guess. This one was behind here, a little tea set. Beautiful. Some sauces. Where did I put the sauces? I think it was on this side, and I think I spun them. Yeah, like that. I also pulled out one of these as well. I'm going to flop you to there. And I'm going to put you over on this side, like that. Up on the wall, I'm going to do these. They kind of hang a little bit over the oven, but I'm fine with that. Looking a little bit worse for wear, those cast irons. They really are. I'm trying to leave this as clear as possible, just so I know that he has got a place where he can actually get to and cook. So that is indeed what I'm going to do. We're going to hang up some more utensils up on the wall here. Some a dish rack by the sink, including this little pot as well that I'm going to put right next to it too. I'm also going to put up these little half curtains up on this area here. Stunning bit of work there. Above it, another dish rack. I know we've got one, but he wants two. So I'm going to have this one where he can hang up his pots and pans over the sink then, you know. I actually moved where the bin was. I put the bin here, and I've moved the door again because washing machines live longer with Calgon. So I'm going to put that one down to there, and I'm going to move you into there and hope I can get that one at a better point. There we go. So he has got himself a little washing machine in here now too. This gaudy looking clock, I always remember these in the 80s and early 90s. So that's going there. A dining I've moved the dining table and got rid of one of the chairs as well. And I've put out placemats for 2. That they've been there for years as well. Why is everything about this just so sad? It really bloody is. I'm going to put up some cobwebs too. I'm going to put some cobweb up in the corner here like this. So again, oh, and a wine rack as well. They did like their wine. I haven't filled it with any wine. Maybe I should do that actually. Just put a few in there. I'll do that for him. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like cluttered, a bit hoardery here and there, but all in all, just, I don't know. It's sad in a way, as I've said many times throughout this, but I just feel that this suits him. I think this is his pad, you know? Dated, run down a little bit, but that is it. That is the tickety-boo. Yep, I'm happy with the kitchen as well. I think that's going to run really nicely. And I think, without playtesting it, it should be fine, but I will playtest it as always. But this is where we're going to end today's part, my loves. There we go. I will be back with the final part of this next week. We're going to get upstairs. So if you've got any ideas for what I need to do upstairs, then please let me know. And the final part will consist of, obviously, the furnishing, but also the tour of the whole of Old Mill Lane. I nearly called it Cobble Bottom Row then. Old Mill Lane. So that is what's going to happen. And then we move on to Henford House. That's what we do. Yes, we do indeed. So that will start next week as well, Henford House. And I'll introduce you to the Henfords. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching, my dears. Have the most marvellous of weekends. And I will see you all back here bright and early on Tuesday. Goodbye.